See, you want to start just by laughing, so it's like we actually talked about something funny.
You see, yeah, see, whenever we start, we always start like by laughing. We don't have anything to laugh about. But we can start with this though.
There's plenty to laugh about, man. The internet is full of laughing. Whoa, what's going on?
I hear something sustaining.
Man, hey, we're live. It is what is it? 10:42 a.m. out here in California. See, that's why it's called that's called morning live, because it's morning where I am.
Right.
You know, Rob's been up probably for 9 hours already.
I'm on call today and all day, so I have for the police department. So you'll probably hear my radio going off. I'm at home. I'm not working, but I'm on call, so I have the cruiser in my driveway, and I got to have my phone going and one headphone off, and have my radio, because if I get called out for something, I have to respond. So hopefully I don't get called out.
And you can take us with you. It'll be like
cops. Yeah, actually, I could. Yeah, it'd be like cops. Be like domestic or something, and some like rapes going on or something. It's like,
oh my gosh. Well,
maybe it'll be something easy like goats in the road or something like that. Or...
goats in the road.
But yeah, I've been up I've been up since like 5 a.m. Eastern time.
East 2 o'clock my time, man.
That's right.
You've been up ever since I went to bed last night.
Yeah, actually, yes, yeah, that's right.
I went to bed at 2 o'clock last night, and then I literally, when you called me today, I was just about ready to eat my oatmeal and jump in the shower. I had the water running, and so I'm like, yeah, give me like half an hour.
Yeah, it's just I was actually went live the other day myself, and I was going to call you yesterday and see if you wanted to do something, and then I got tied up and. Not literally tied up, but today, like I said, I've just literally been, I went and picked up the cruiser early this morning and just sitting here listening to the radio and just playing guitar. So I figured it'd be a good day to go. So I've been messing around with the Sustainer today, the 2004
oh, there you go.
Era guitar.
That's a cool guitar, man. I love those Sustainers. I love those. You know, yeah. I played a Schecter, one of those Schecter Sustainiac guitars, whatever those are called.
Yeah.
Actually, there'll be a video right up next to that duck, right above Rob. I'll put a card to a couple of those videos. Actually, I'll put a. I actually made a new playlist yesterday because I was up at Guitar Center. I was up in Walnut Creek yesterday. I just happened to stop. We'll get this out of the way. Right on. I stopped at a Guitar Center and I saw they had they had one of those ivory EVH Wolfgang specials.
Oh, I saw that picture of you. Yeah.
The Mexico
that was, Guitar Center.
Yeah, and that thing was amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I'd never plugged one of those into an amp. I remember holding one, posing with one at NAMM.
Yeah.
When they first debuted at NAMM, maybe in 2015 or 16.
Yeah. I remember that picture too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing the camouflage jacket and the shades.
Yeah, it was your avatar for a while.
That was my avatar for a long time. Yeah. But yeah, that guitar, that thing was awesome.
Is that the same one Craig, or not Craig, Pete is selling for a friend? He got it on eBay. Is that the same one?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe.
Not the same one exact, but Pete had something on Facebook. Facebook the other day. I think it's a Mexican. Was it a no? Actually, it wasn't a Mexican. I think it was a Chinese special ivory.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool guitar. Yeah, they are great guitars.
That's cool. Yeah, that thing was great. The only thing that was kind of weird about it, if you watch my video, and again, next to that duck above Rob's head, I'll have a card to. Yeah, right there, right there. I'll have it up there. Yeah, the guitar, it didn't say it was used, So it's possible it was something they just had in the back and they brought it out. The guitar looked brand new. The only thing that was strange was on the neck humbucking pickup, there was no, you know how it has the cloth wrap around the bobbin?
Yeah.
That was gone.
Hmm.
That wasn't on the pickup at all. So
I wonder if it was like an old stock or something, like you said. Maybe it was something that, you know, just was in the back room for a few years and they never brought it out, or it was shipped to a, you know, maybe it was at another Guitar Center and was never brought out, never purchased, and they just, you know, sent it up there.
Yeah, I know they rotate. They rotate guitars a lot.
And that's a good deal if you can find a guitar like that.
But
you know,
yeah, this one it was $9.99.
That's not bad.
Is that seemed pretty cool to me?
Yeah, that's right in the ballpark.
If I had $9.99, I would have grabbed it because it was awesome.
And the nice thing about Guitar Centers is, I mean, even if it's $9.99, most of the places they'll negotiate a little bit, and you can get even probably a little better of a deal. You know,
you can point out that the humbucker that part's not there. You know,
right.
And watch, somebody's gonna grab it now because people watch this stuff. Somebody's gonna call over there.
This guitar is supposed to have 3 humbuckers in it. There's a whole humbucker missing. I want $500 taken off that guy. What? Really? It's supposed to be a 7-string too. And oh, really? All right, we'll just give you the guitar then.
Well, unfortunately, the guys at Guitar Center, they don't always know. They don't always know what they're selling. But anyway, the guitar was cool. Again, I did a video, and then I went ahead because it'd been a few years. I made a playlist for all my Guitar Center videos, and there's quite a few. So again, next to that duck above Rob's head, on playback, there'll be a Guitar Center playlist where you can go through those and watch all the videos of me at Guitar Center that some people complain about. Some people love them. Some people, you know. But it's what it is, you know.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if anybody has any questions for me, I can't open my chat on my phone because I have my phone, you know, for
you're on call.
Today. Yeah, I'm on call. So if anybody has any questions, Johnny, for me, I can't see the chat, so Johnny will probably ask them to me. So it's not that I'm ignoring you.
Well, what you can do, type hi in the chat. Oh wait, you don't have the chat.
I don't have a chat. I'm on my.
That's what you're just saying. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have my phone here, but my phone's, you know, dialed into work and everything on the controller. So I'm using my iPad right now for the stream. It does say chat in the bottom of this of the StreamYard, but I don't think I can. I think if I hit, I don't think it's going to bring up the chat if I hit chat at the bottom. It's something different, isn't it?
There's private chat, which is just you and me.
Live comments. Hold on.
There you go.
Oh, here they are.
Live comments.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I got it, but you just disappeared, unfortunately. So if I can figure a way to get you back, I see all the comments right now.
You can't see me though.
Craig's watching. Harmony, Michael Collins, Simon.
Simon, you're just watching Tuesday's show, and now we're doing this. Simon, did a little card pop up saying that we just went live? I know I asked you. I asked you that last time as well, but that's great if YouTube is actually doing that.
Can you see me now, Johnny? Can you see me?
You never went away.
Okay, I can't see you, but I can see the chat now. So
okay, well that's fine.
I'll just stay here. I don't need to see myself.
You don't need to see me.
Jimmy Ka, you want to do a roll call, Johnny?
Sure. Bam Ozzy is in here. Michael Collins is in here. Jimmy Ka. Joe Hervey 84 is in the house. Harmony. John Bullware is here. Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs. The Dog Paw. Nightbot. My best friend.
Hi,
Nightbot. Krager Guitar Wannabe. Krager.
Oh, I gotta point something out. I gotta give Craig, when you're done, Johnny, remind me. I gotta talk about something Craig showed me the last couple of days. It's on a song. It's pretty cool.
Okay. AI Gaming. When I worked at Dave's, is that a guitar place? I really sold a guitar for sticker prices. Always gave a deal. That's awesome, man. Nerd Halen's in the house. Nerd Halen.
Caleb. Stop posting, Caleb. Stop posting.
Caleb, stop posting, man. David Ennis is in here. David Ennis, the man himself. Uh, Rob's laughing about something. Laverna 595 is in here. Laverna, hope you're learning stuff on the guitar. And everybody else is in here. Thanks for tuning in this morning for Thursday morning live. We're just
Craig's laughing too.
gonna hang out.
Craig knows what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Oh, by the way, Craig got to hang out with Steve Lukather last night.
I saw that.
Very cool, dude.
I saw that. I saw his pictures and I saw some of the video. There was a video.
Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Awesome.
That's cool. Is it true they're breaking up? I read something after this tour is done, the band is done. Is that true? Huh? Do you even listen to Toto?
Me? I love Toto. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of the new stuff. I listen to the older stuff. Was mostly my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really keep up with them like I would Van Halen. Craig says yes. I guess they are. Is that an amicable split, Craig? Like they're just moving on, like all's good to go, and they're just going to do other things, or? Well, I mean, I'm sure if they hate each other, they wouldn't have played last night.
Well,
remember
with
the 2004 tour.
With a lot of bands, it's if you're a band like if you're a Toto, and you can tour the world like that, you don't have to be best friends or not.
Right.
You get up there, you play the songs. It's that version of Toto. That version of Toto might be busting up.
Craig says Sunday is the last day.
Sunday's the last one?
Yeah.
I saw something with Steve Lukather, and I think he was saying something about he's going to move on and he's going to do like other things, like he's writing a book or something.
Yeah,
I saw something about that. And he's always busy. He's always busy.
Yeah.
He's one of the top recorded session guitarists in rock.
Yeah.
Steve Lukather, especially back in the 80s.
You always see Steve doing something.
He was everywhere.
Yep.
Even in
the 90s, I mean, obviously Steve Lukather is, great friends with Eddie. Remember '96 for the Jason Becker? I mean, I know Johnny, you're really tight with Jason Becker. You guys are real good friends. Remember Eddie and Steve did that that benefit for I think it was for Jeff. For Jason.
Well, they did one of those as well.
Yeah,
they did a benefit for Toto's drummer after he passed away as well back in '92.
Oh, right. Yeah. Actually,
they played at the Universal Amphitheater, I think it was.
Yep, I have some of those songs on. They did. That's my radio. I can't. Sorry, guys.
You said you want us to hear that.
Yeah. They did Ain't Talk About Love, I think, and they did some Hendrix stuff. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about, like '92, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And actually, awesome. I've got a tape right here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at this.
Hold on, I'm going to jump out of the chat so I can see it.
Eddie and Steve Lukather, Baked Potato Bar, February 1992.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've got a cassette here.
That's how Johnny and I met back in like '99. No, was it 98? 98 or no? It was like 98 or 99 on VH Trading. We were all trading cassettes, of Van Halen stuff.
When I first met you on there, I thought your name was Ron. That's how far back. The whole thing about calling him Ron John goes back 20 years.
Yeah. It does. It literally does. It absolutely does. Craig says Steve lives a mile down the road from Ed. Yeah, they've always been really, really, really close. But that's cool that you got to hang out with them last night. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody asked a minute ago, they said, what's the occasion? Us going live today? Not really anything. We're just hanging out, and I'm on call. And Johnny already knows, like he'll get like a message, a text message at like 6 a.m. Hey, you want to go live today?
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And no, actually, Rob called me. I
actually called him today.
I was in the kitchen standing there about to eat my oatmeal. I had the shower, I had the water running, I was about to jump in the showers, have my oatmeal,
Yeah.
and Rob's. I open the. I'm like, hello, and I hear dun 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 dun. I hear
Yeah.
the don't tell me riff, and then I hear a bunch of laughter.
Yeah. And that's what I got to talk about, Craig. Hold on one second. I'm not going to play the riff exact because we're not supposed to do that on live show. So I'm not going to play the whole riff. I'm just going to do a couple of notes. So for all these years, this isn't the exact guitar. This is my Sustainer PV Wolfgang 2000. I think 4 Deluxe Special, and it's got the Fernandez Sustainer in it, just like Eddie's. It's a kind of a combination of Eddie's 5150 standard guitar that he used in '98, 2004, and his Sustainer one. So it's all this is this one. It's got the big 2004 clip on it and all that. Great guitar. I love this guitar. But anyways, the other day I forget what was going on. I was talking with Craig, and I was sending videos back and forth or whatever. Oh no, I know what it was. I was doing my show. And I was playing the "Don't Tell Me" riff, just the intro, I mean, not the. Again, I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I know we're not supposed to.
Technically, you're not even supposed to talk about it.
Right. But anyways, that first riff, the first opening, I never knew this. I always picked it, and let's see if I can do it this way. And I'll just play one note because we can do that. But I always kind of just picked it like that. Mm-hmm. But I knew this. You're supposed to take your little pinky, stick it on the saddle, and you kind of mute the low E. I did know that, but I always picked it. And Craig was like, "That's not how you do it." He's like, "You kind of scrape and scratch the string, and just kind of tap it." And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." So it took me a little while to kind of figure out what he's talking about. But when you do that, it actually does sound just like the album. That's all I'm going to play. But that's all you're basically doing, is you're just scratching it and muting it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's...
Mm-hmm. It's a scraping sound.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It's awesome. And I always knew he was muting it, but I never really knew he was kind of scratching the string. And once you hear it, you're like, whoa, okay. So it's funny, all these years I've been playing that song, and Don't Tell Me is actually it's not a hard song to play. Even the solos are actually pretty easy. But I never really knew that. But once you actually play it, you're like, it just something clicks and you're like, oh, that's it. It just makes a difference because it's easy to play a song and your brain, it sounds like it. But when you really get that exact sound, it makes a big difference. So kudos to Craig on that one.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
And that's what I love about playing guitar, honestly. Somebody asked me the other day on my show, they were like, how long you been playing and how do you still stay into Van Halen? It's like, because it's stuff like that, like EVH Con is coming up in a couple of weeks. And seeing all these guys, like, hanging out with Johnny at NAMM back in January and seeing all these guys and the power of social media, it always keeps everything new and fresh because somebody's always figuring out what Eddie did. We're always learning stuff. So it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this stuff. It's always like, you see a new picture of a guitar that you're trying to build a replica of. Oh, I never knew that. Or you figure out how to play something that you didn't know how Eddie did it. Oh, I didn't know that. That's what keeps it fresh and exciting, at least for me anyways,
Well, it's always exciting because it's something you love,
Exactly.
I mean, look at your room. I mean, that's if you didn't love Van Halen and Van Halen guitars, that room, it wouldn't look like that.
It's funny. I've been kind of messaging this young lady in the last couple of days. We've been kind of I know who she is.
Does she know you?
We've just been kind of talking. Yeah. Yeah. She's going to no matter what. No.
Oh.
We were just talking or whatever, and we took a picture or whatever, and I was in my guitar room, and she literally messaged me back, and she was like, "Are you at a Guitar Center?" Like she doesn't mean like Guitar Center. She's like, "Are you at a Guitar Center?" She literally thought my room was like a,
Well, yeah.
Guitar Center.
I mean, your room, it actually looks just like there was a photo shoot that Eddie did for EVH. what? How many years ago? 3 years ago? 4 years ago? And they set it up, and it kind of, it has all the guitars in the background, and
Oh yeah.
it kind of looks like some people thought it was actually taken at Guitar Center, but it wasn't. It was
Are you
taken
talking
somewhere
about? Was
else.
that the one that they did for the Christmas holiday season with the
No,
when Eddie was broke up the 5150, the Stripe series?
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't that. It was before that. It was
Oh, with
before
all the
that.
Frankies, with all the Frankies in the background.
No, just all the EVH stuff in the background.
Hmm.
The Wolfgangs, the amps.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep.
Speaking of that Christmas, was that last Christmas or the one before?
That was
That
two Christmases ago with a 5150. Yeah, that was two.
the one where he's playing it.
Yeah, yeah, because
Right?
it had that really cool keyboard riff that somebody wrote, which sounded kind of like Dreams. Remember that?
Uh-huh. I was gonna ask. Do you think that's Eddie's music in that?
I don't. I mean, we talked about this a year or so ago. I remember, and Johnny. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you've changed your mind, but I mean, it's anything's possible.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Is that your call?
it could be Eddie. It sounds very Dreams-ish, don't you think?
Yeah. I think it might be. I think that music that might be
Oh, for some reason, my
him.
sound just dropped out.
Oh, because you got a
Huh?
phone call.
Johnny, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hold on. My phone just rang. I'm gonna have to drop out and jump back on again. If you guys can hear me, just hang on a second. I'll be right back. Someone's trying to call. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. I know. Yes.
Someone tried to call.
I know.
Hang on.
Oh, okay. Well, here, I'll do that. Why is my face so red? Desi Switch, hey man. Good to see you. Fear my 3-inch. Gonna do Mike. Yeah. Is he frozen? It's always something with these guys. Renus Penkel, good to see you, man. Michael Collins. Free kick Tony. Is he frozen? Oh yeah, he's gone. Oh, there he goes. He's gone now. He's gone. Oh well. Let's see. Who else is in here? Memazi. Layla's Guitar Daddy, welcome. What was Eddie's inspiration for decorating his guitars with stripes? I think I don't know. Hey James. David Lee Roth actually came out and said it was his idea to stripe the guitars. Roth has actually said that a couple times over the years. And he said he got the idea from the bass player from The Clash. Because if you look at his bass back in 1976, 77, it had stripes on it. So Johnny Beane's dog is in the house. Who else? Joe Hervey 84. Play some riffs. I'm not. I don't have the right setup. Yeah. Anyway, I guess while he's gone, he might actually just be gone. I don't know. We'll see him. If he comes back, he'll jump back in. But yeah, as I was saying though, I was at Guitar Center yesterday, and I saw that Wolfgang Ivory special, made in Mexico, and that thing was cool. That thing was really cool. Hef, hey dude, how have you been, man? I see that you're still on Facebook, or you've been on Facebook. I see your posts sometimes with your grilling stuff up, but grilling stuff up, and it always looks great, man. Hey, Mike Cashel, welcome. Tessie Switch, welcome, dude. Guitar Collector 12. Y'all good?
Apparently, whenever my phone rings, it cuts off this broadcast from StreamYard, and I can come right back, but my audio's killed. So the only way I can get my audio back is to just jump out and jump back in. But that was the
yeah, that's cool.
I'm on call today, but there's one of the younger officers who I just finished training about a couple of months ago. He's going off shift, so he just called me to tell me that everything was good, and so I just chewed his ass and said, "Don't bother me. I'm on a freaking broadcast." No, I didn't tell him that.
You're like, I'm live.
I'm live. No, he's a good kid. He's a really good kid. So,
you're like, I'm doing it live.
I'm doing it live. So, anyways, I'll go back to the chat here. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Hef, what's going on? Hef's here.
Yeah, Hef's here. That's what I was saying. It's good to see Hef, man.
See, Joe Harvey says Rob is fighting crime. Well, hopefully today all I'm doing is chasing like down trees and yeah, I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you have a Batman? Do you have a Batman outfit downstairs?
Actually, I have a Batman mask. I should go get it. I really do. It's an old school Batman mask. Yeah, I do. I have that and the Michael Myers mask, which I'm going to have to be breaking out here pretty soon because it's almost Halloween.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But, yeah, I walked into one of those. Actually, Jay, are you watching this, Jay? I know Jay was here earlier.
Jay's here?
Well, cool. Earlier, yeah, before we started, Jay was in the chat.
Nice.
Jay Hannon. I walked into one of those Halloween stores yesterday looking for one of those Halloween sound machines.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Couldn't find one. But I was looking at all the different they have Golden Girls costumes now?
Really? Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Who's the Golden Girl that used to be Maude? Remember Maude? Remember that show Maude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what her name was. I can't.
Yeah, that's Beatrice Arthur.
Okay. Yeah, my grandmother used to watch Golden Girls. She used to love that show.
So anyway, I took pictures of all these masks.
That is so funny.
They're like super creepy.
Yeah.
All the different colors. I was gonna post these somewhere.
That is hilarious.
Purple one. Just creepy,
Yeah, that is.
It's whole outfits. It's like whole outfits of this stuff.
With just that like random like expressionless face mask. It's like, okay.
Oh, now I'm getting a phone call.
Okay.
I do have to take this though. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. I'll just mess around on guitar for a minute. You guys want to hear this to here? Sounds like Eddie back in 2004, just for like hours. What do we got for questions here? Hef says, any rumors of new EVH stuff for NAMM? Not that I'm aware of. I actually have not heard anything yet. I don't believe they've put anything out. I got a couple ideas of what I think might be available, but nothing that I'm aware of yet. No. There's obviously going to be some new Wolfgangs, I'm sure. As far as the Stripe series guitars, I don't know. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting, though. Be interesting to see. What else we got? I'm actually not even sure I can make NAMM this year. I took a new job where I'm actually starting in November. It's a government job, and I'm going to have to move to New Hampshire. Not far away. I live out on the tri-state border now. I live in Massachusetts, but I live right in the Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts tri-state border. The new job I took is in New Hampshire, and I'm actually starting orientation stuff next week. So I'll maintain my part-time gig as a cop in Mass, but I'll be moving just over the border into New Hampshire and kind of like, the job is about an hour and a half away from here. So my game plan is to move about 30, 35, 40 minutes north, and that'll put me, under an hour to get to work, and that way I can still be close to, my kids and my martial arts teacher who I still train with even after all these years, and my parents and stuff like that. So that'll be kind of cool. But so anyways, that being said, with that job kicking off and NAMM, taking place pretty much, in January, end of January, I certainly want to go, and I'm going to make every effort I can to go, but there's a good chance I won't be able to go just because, new job and all that. But time will tell. Time will definitely tell. So.
Hey, I'm here. Let me see. November.
Yeah, we're just talking about NAMM and some other things.
Thursday.
Hef says, I hope they do some more trans color Wolfgangs. Yeah, that'd be cool. I like I said, I don't have any idea what's going to be released for NAMM this year. I got some ideas, but they really haven't put much out yet.
Yeah, generally that stuff starts kind of popping up. November, right? December.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas is when we start seeing a lot of it.
We start to kind of see some of that stuff, and then and then it comes out.
Yep.
Comes out then. I think we'll see some new stuff.
Yeah.
I think so. There was a lot of, there was a couple new guitars. Summer NAMM.
Yeah.
Well, no, there was a few. There was actually several.
Actually there was. Yeah. Now you mentioned
I can't wait to see those 5150 series guitars at Winter NAMM. I can't wait to play one of those. That guitar looks so cool.
They do look cool. It's still different, and that's what I like about it. I didn't really care for them when I first saw them. I was like, that's kind of... I just didn't really care for them, but the more I looked at them and the more I, saw the different colors, I do kind of like them now. But Caleb says that he's wondering about a Rasta remake. That would be kind of cool. See this guitar, this is my personal one, but that'd be kind of cool to see a Rasta guitar make an appearance. But you never know. You never know. It's funny. Somebody asked me this morning because we have EVH Con. When is that? November 3rd, Sunday, at Joe Suma's place in Greenwich, Connecticut, Greenwich Music Shop. So it's great. We go down there, and Nesdal's there, and Jimmy Carr is there, and Carlos is there, and Scott Smith is there, Adam Reaver's there, Joe Giard. I mean, the whole crew. Craig is there. Pete. All those guys. The whole group is there, and it's just awesome because you get a chance to see everybody and hang out. You know, Nick Amendola, the kid, he's always shows up, and he's this is just an awesome group of people, and it's just a great day to to get together and catch up with everybody and see new guitars and stuff. But somebody asked me today, they're like, "What guitars are you bringing this year?" And I go, "You know what? I'm going to bring my 5150, and that is it. I'm not bringing any more guitars because it's such a royal pain in the butt bringing all these guitars there. You know, it's like, and there's nowhere to put half of them. Like last year, I brought my yellow double neck, my Steinberger, and like 5 other guitars, and there's no room for anything. So I said, I'm going to travel light this year and just check everybody else's guitars out. But I am going to bring my 5150 because I've definitely, when Hubbard was here, we did some stuff to the 5150 that I can't really say too much, but I'm going to say we got some information on some updates on what the real one looks like. So we got some really cool additions I did to mine, and I really want to spend some time to show it to Adam. Because he hasn't seen it since last year. So I'll probably just bring that, but I don't know. It's too bad, Johnny, you couldn't make it out to con. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Tessie Switch, what's up?
Tessie Switch.
Yeah. He says he watched Dweezil do the rundown on the Rasta guitar a while back. Yeah, it was like maybe 6-8 months ago or something like that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. He brought it into Norm's Rare Guitars, and it was definitely kind of cool. It was definitely just cool to see that that guitar make another appearance, But yeah, still in Dweezil's hands for as far as we know. Hydra line in orange. Yeah, actually, my Megazone guitar is right over there, by the way.
That's the one you gotta take, man.
Yeah, I should take the Megazone.
Take the Megazone, because nobody's gonna have one of those.
Take the Megazone. I'll take the blue headstock Frankie, the Vetus.
There you go.
The Strike 5150 Les Paul.
Yeah, take the ones that nobody else has.
Yeah, I know, right?
Especially that Hydra. You gotta take that, because you gotta get all those guys to play that thing, man.
When I brought that into, actually, I'll grab it. It's kind of funny. Hold on one second. This guitar is like so awkward. It doesn't even fit into my. Doesn't even fit into my rack anywhere because it's so weird looking. Let me get that out of here so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so here it is. This is the Hydra, and it is a cool guitar. When I brought this to Nesdal's place, and Nesdal was like, "That is the ugliest freaking thing I've ever seen in my life." And of course, then like 10 minutes later, he's like, "Can I see it?"
10 minutes later, he's making measurements.
Yeah, he's making measurements of it. Remember the Shark guitar, Johnny? He was like, "I'll never own one of those." It was like 6 months later, he's got Nick building him a Shark, which I actually have now. But this guitar is kind of funny because it's this is absolutely one that I never thought that I would ever have.
Is that the volume knob down there?
Yeah, it's the volume knob. So Carl Sandoval, the guy that actually built the original Bumblebee for Ed, is the guy that actually built this guitar for Ed too back in '78. And while we don't have any documentation that Ed ever played this live. He very well could have, but it's unlikely. He did take it on the road with him, and it was more of a novelty item for him for a while. He didn't own it I think he owned it up until maybe late 90s or something like that. And then I think he ended up getting rid of it. And Carl Sandoval, I believe, unless it's been sold or auctioned off, has the guitar today, or had the guitar very recently. This is actually a replica. It's a Chris Lock body, and the exact measurements of the guitar are there. The neck is it was a paddle neck that was custom cut to look like the original. Now, the original did not have a Floyd Rose on it. It actually had just a regular nut, and it actually had a Charvel V-Trem bridge, which are really cool. They got the real long arms with the tabs. It's a gold type bridge with a chrome arm with the tab on it, which I may do, but Hubbard just put a gold Floyd on this one for now, so that's cool. I think it was a DiMarzio Super Distortion, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what this is. And the only difference between this one and the real one is the real one did not have a cavity cover here, believe it or not. There was no cavity cover. It had the trem claw cavity, but the actual electronic cavity, there was not one. So the volume knob, it's a one pickup, one knob guitar, is right here, which is where the original one is too. And the jack is back here. This one's not wired up yet. It's all set up, but I'm going to get it wired this week. So without having this cavity, it had to be a nightmare for Carl Sandoval to actually wire this, because you would have had to have a route somewhere from the volume up to the pickup and back here for the input up to the pickup, but it all would have had to have been internal. So, without having that cavity here. So the one thing that we did do, or I should say Chris did, and had Chris Hubbard and had Chris Locke do when he had it made, was he said, just put a cavity here. So that's why I painted it yellow. So just at a first glance, it looks like it kind of blends a little bit more. But, getting someone to wire that without a cavity would be a nightmare. But yeah, that's all it is. But the volume knob is right here. I do this. So it's pretty cool. That's where the original one was. It was one of those metal knurled knobs. And jack plate here. Again, I'm going to get it all wired up this week. And yeah, it's a cool guitar. The Megazone guitar, otherwise known as the Hydra. I call it the Megalodon guitar. But yeah, it's a cool guitar. Action's a little bit too high on it, but it's not a bad guitar. So I'm going to try to get it wired up this week. And, but definitely a cool one. It's definitely not one that you see in a lot of Van Halen collections. You know what I mean?
No, you never see it.
This is definitely a guitar that you could take out and gig with, and nobody would know what it is.
And nobody would show up.
Nobody would show up. But
that guitar looks huge.
It is.
Is it really big?
It is. It's very awkward. It's not overly heavy. It's just very awkward. It's actually not bad to play. You can kind of take this little spot and put it on your leg and play it if you're going to play sitting down. But then again, with a volume knob in here, you would have to move it to access that. But it's not bad. I don't mind playing it. I really haven't done much with it yet, other than just play it acoustically.
Yeah. You got to take that one with you, man. You got to take that one.
Yeah, I'll get it wired up and everything, because like this week I'll get it wired up, and I think one day I will put one of those Charvel V-trims in there just to make it look, a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I won't take the Floyd nut off. What I'll do is, because that's not a locking bridge, but what I will do is when I do eventually get one of those, I'll just take the clamps off the nut and just use the Floyd nut with no clamps, because it'd be kind of foolish to clamp it down anyways, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, cool guitar, not bad. I enjoy it. Craig says, I'm now doing a black hollow flake that changes colors. Just wait. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see what he does with my guitar. For those of you guys that watch my show, Craig is doing my Kramer Pacer two pickup guitar with gold hardware on it, the one that I got from Nesdal, Strat style headstock with the original Godo crown heads on it, gold. Craig has it. It used to be green. You guys remember that when he did it for Dave. And then I got it from Dave and I painted it blue to test it because I already have a green guitar and I wanted something with like a sky blue type look to it. So the deal was I was going to repaint it, and if it came out good and I liked the color on it, I'll give it to Craig. And I was basically just going to keep painting the body until I found a color that I liked. But I really wanted to go with a blue. So once I got the color that I liked, I played it for a few months and then I just gave it to Craig. So Craig is working on that now. So stay tuned because that's going to be really, really, really cool. I was just at Craig's a couple of weeks ago when I picked up my Steinberger a few weeks ago, whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
And dropped it off, and yeah, he showed me some colors. It's really going to be neat looking, so I'm pumped for that. I'm hoping he has it ready for con. If he doesn't, that's cool. I mean, I'm not trying to push him or nothing, but I mean, if he has it ready for con, that would be kind of cool. It'd be awesome to pick it up that day. But yeah, it was cool. I got to play through Craig's rig for a few minutes, and yeah, he's got a nice spot.
That's cool. And then for you guys that don't if that's that Megazone, that guitar that Rob's holding, if that's new to you, I looked up a picture of Eddie right there. That's the real one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, not again. Hello? Yeah. Oh, he's frozen. Ah, well, it's just us again, you guys. I'll show you guys some cool pictures real quick. Can anybody tell me what this is from? In the chat, anybody know what that is? I'll show that to Rob too. Oh, my mic's falling down. Let's see. Huh? Oh yeah, leave a thumbs up. Leave a thumbs up if you guys dig this stuff. Subscribe if you're new to the scene. We like guitars and music. We like Van Halen guitars. That's one of the things we really dig. Alex Radford, hey man. Good morning, dude. Yeah, see, it's still morning here, huh, Alex? Still morning out here. For about 30 more minutes. Show the 4 pictures you sent me last week. Oh man. Would it be possible to send me them again? Because my email gets so filled up. Or let me see if I can search. What's the Fruitcake Tony? What's your area code? I can find them through your area code. The Hydra looks like a jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, it kind of does, huh? Yeah, it's still early here. I think I need another cup of tea pretty soon. Well, let's see if I can do this. Tony, I might be able to find you through your name. That goes. Oh wait. No. Tony, you might have to send the pictures again. I'm not seeing. I'm seeing. No, this goes back to like September 22nd, which is almost a month ago. Johnny, please say you mailed some pics to Joe for me. You paid $5 super chat. Oh yes, I got to do that. I got to do that, man. I'll do that. I can do that later today. Where's the address? Did you send it to Johnny Bean TV on Facebook message? All right, I got it. I got it. Okay, I'll do that. All right, I got your address or his address. I got to grab an envelope. I'll make another little note. All right. There we go. I'll do that. I'll do that this afternoon. Rob.
Again.
Hey.
Sorry, got another call for a.
Do you have to restart your computer? Do you have to restart your computer every time?
Yeah, every time I got to restart the damn thing. But it was that was a call. Thank goodness it's not requiring me to leave. That was a call for a burglar alarm at the elementary school, which is which is a false alarm. It's just it's a trouble alarm. It doesn't really mean anything. So that's the good news. I didn't have to respond, so that's good. And somehow I got my headphones all jammed up with my guitar cable. There we go. There we go.
Did you see the pitch right? Oh, you didn't see the pitch right show, did you?
I didn't because I got cut off right when you showed it because my phone rang. So
check it out. What I asked in the chat if anybody knew what this is from, and I don't think anybody knows. Do you know what this is from? This picture right here?
That looks like Saturday Night Live when they were rehearsing the Saturday Night Live skit, right? Back in '85 with Ed and Val.
87.
87, not 85. 87.
Yeah. Yeah. This picture's from the rehearsal.
Yeah, they were doing the rehearsal. I've actually seen that picture before. Yeah, that's when Eddie throws the phone, and it was just like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And all the roadies are like doing their thing. Yeah, that was a cool. Stompin' 8H.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a cool pick. Yeah, I haven't seen that. As soon as you showed it to me, I remembered seeing it I saw that a long time ago, but I can't remember where. Interesting. Yeah, that's a cool.
Yeah,
pick.
they're little rehearsal pictures.
Yeah.
From the rehearsal from that skit.
Yeah. Val was like, "Get away from me!" She's like, remember that?
Pretty cool. Yeah. I saw that when it was brand new.
Yeah.
When that was brand new, I saw it.
I got Nesdal's old Vetus guitar here.
Bye, Tessie.
Oh yeah. Did anybody ask any questions? Hold on.
No.
There's nothing in there. Nobody. Who cares?
They're like, where'd Rob go?
Ernest Eisen says the Hydra looks like a jigsaw puzzle piece. That's actually a good, description of that. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? It does. It looks like a jigsaw puzzle piece. That's pretty cool. Yeah. What else we got? Scroll down.
Hey, Riley, welcome, man. Yeah, you got to take that Hydra for that EVH convention, man.
I think maybe all kidding aside, I think I probably will take that guitar.
You have
Now
to.
that you mention that,
You
yeah,
have
because
to. You're the only one that has one. You know.
Scott Smith has one, but he does. Scott never takes any guitars to con. He never brings anything. He always just shows up, which is cool. I mean, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm actually maybe I will take that. I'll take like the most random guitar ever. I'll take that one. Instead of taking a strike guitar or something like that, I'll take the Hydra.
Yeah, take that one because that'll be the talk. That'll be the talk of the convention. That'll be the coolest guitar there, man.
Maybe somebody will get up and jam on it or something. Play like Atomic Punk or something on it. You know.
Everybody will. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. I was talking to Caleb on the phone last night when I was working a police shift. Caleb called. And we were just chatting, and I said, "It's too bad, dude." I said, "You couldn't make it to con." And he said, one day I'll be there. One day I'll be there." But yeah, it's kind of too bad we couldn't get everybody, like together, like all you guys out on the West Coast,
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm still laughing after I was watching Johnny's show with Dave and John. Was it last week? And as soon as they went on
Tuesday.
Mancuta's given a description of his bathroom visit after he hogged all that food with the rainbow spray. And that's all I'm going to say, rainbow spray. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was trying to eat dinner when I was watching it. Totally lost my appetite.
That was horrible. Yeah. And if anybody gets offended by anything he says, because I saw a comment. Somebody left a comment. Somebody actually was very offended. They said they unsubscribed because of it. And
I'm not laughing at that.
I'm just going to say, you can't control what that guy's going to say. Most of the time it's always over the top. But
yeah. Yeah, it's definitely over the top, all right. But
yeah, he apologized in the comment section. He actually apologized, so that's
yeah. Yeah.
It's just craziness, man. It's it's entertainment. That's the reason we all do these things, is to entertain people, and sometimes. Right. Sometimes, not everybody thinks everything's funny, and not everything is. There are certain things that are a little, it's like, yeah, maybe, not everybody's gonna think that's funny, but
well, it was, I mean, yeah, I don't know. On a separate note, though, Johnny, how about your recording for the movie? Are you still?
I'm still doing it. Well, I did two songs already. And then I think I've got a third song I got to do at some point. I haven't heard the third song yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I crammed. Because I had some ideas. I've kind of been working on it for about a week. And then it's like, hey, yeah, we got to have this by tomorrow. So I was here. I was up in Walnut Creek yesterday. I was gone yesterday, although I did some recording yesterday morning. But it was the day before where I really played and got a couple songs done.
Did they do they just when you get a gig like that, do they tell you that? I mean, obviously you said it was like an action movie, but you just pretty much come up with everything on your own, or they tell you like, okay, we want something like mellow, or we want something rocky, or we want something like a lot of echo? Do they tell you what they're looking for and you just go from there? Or
sometimes
is it totally entirely up to you?
No. Usually I'm sent a song.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I'm sent a song, and it's like, hey, we need some guitar over this. We need a solo here.
Mm-hmm.
This part there. I'm actually getting texts right now for a gig.
That's cool.
I might be playing a gig in November. At a hall. I contacted some people to see if they wanted to do it.
That sounds cool.
Mhm.
The same people that you normally play with, or like a different group?
Some of the same.
Yeah.
So it's always changing. It's always, some people. Let's see. They have a lot of.
So we got for chat while you're.
Oh, cool. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. It's a possible gig, and
Cool.
yeah. And if that happens, I'll stream it.
Yeah.
I'll stream it over the channel, so you guys will see it.
Oh, speaking of that, I meant to tell you earlier, and I got cut off by my phone rang. But whatever you're playing when you do your videos, not when Dave plays, when you guys do your show, it sounds real garbled.
Yeah.
But when you play, it's not Dave's. It's just a hangout feature that does that to the sound. But when you record, Johnny, whatever you're using, your sound sounds incredible. It's a really awesome sound. So you must be running that into your computer, right?
Yeah.
You're not just playing through an amp, like just
No.
In the background like what I do.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's awesome because whatever
No.
you're doing sounds amazing.
Hmm?
Really cool tones.
I'm a professional,
Yeah. Right.
I know what I'm doing. For the most part, I actually know what I'm doing, you guys. I mean, this isn't
your first rodeo.
It's not my first rodeo.
Johnny was born yesterday, but he wasn't born last night. So.
Yeah. I might have been born at night, but it wasn't yesterday night.
It wasn't. Yeah, right. It wasn't.
But it wasn't tonight.
That's cool. You got the Music Man out again the other day. I was watching your video. I've been catching up on videos lately, and I've been watching a lot of. I always watch Johnny and Dave and Jay's and John's videos, and I try to catch the live stuff when they do it too. But I've been catching up the last couple of days, and you said you broke out that Music Man, and it was like an old friend. You were just like, wow, I recognize that guitar. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It actually, I took it out of the gig bag, and I was holding it. I was looking at it, and it had just the way it felt and sounded, just the way the whammy bar feels.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you have a guitar that you've played 92, 2002, 2012, 5. How many?
Well, you bought that in 92, right?
That's not 27 years ago, is it?
Because that's when I graduated high school. Was 1992. I was just thinking about that the other day.
27 years?
27 years ago.
Holy
crap. I've been
crap.
out of high school longer than the age of the girls that I date. Seriously.
Yeah,
Go
well, yeah,
we know.
We know
Go
that.
figure that one out.
Like, you should be dating their grandmas.
Oh, come on, not grandmothers, parents maybe. I actually was, well, you guys remember her because she was on a couple of the shows a few months ago. I'm not going to bring up names, but it was funny because when I was dating her, I met her parents. We went out to dinner with her parents one night.
Yeah.
And I was older than both of her parents. I seriously was. I really was. Talk about, that's the first time that's ever happened to me. It's for whatever reason, it's the first time that's happened. I've come close in the last 4 years. I've come close. But that's the first time that ever happened to me where I think I was like 3 years older than her dad. I was like 4 or 5 years older than her mom.
Were you taller than them too?
No. Well, I was taller than the mom, but the father was he was taller than me. But they were really cool. They were just like, hey.
You weren't nervous?
I normally don't get nervous. That kind of stuff does not bother me because to me, age doesn't mean anything. It's more about a connection and who you are and if you're a good person or not, obviously. But I was actually nervous. That was just different for me. I was like, it's like, I don't even know. I've never been in that situation before. Like I said, I've come close, But yeah. So back to your guitar, Johnny.
What? Hey, Brian.
I thought you said that Music Man was not. Maybe it was Dave that said this, but Dave told me. Maybe it was Dave said that your Music Man's not even playable. Like the frets need work and like something's going on. Or
Yeah, that's not totally true. No.
Okay.
Actually, what happened? Here's the truth. Okay. The truth is, Dave was giving me advice on setting that guitar up. He's like, yeah, turn the truss rod a little bit this way, and I did, and it started fretting out. And I never adjusted it back. So it's it frets out like up at the top. The top frets, if I bend the notes, it frets out, here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's playable though. It's not like it's
no, it's playable.
Right?
I've gigged with it. I played a gig with it in the condition it's in, and it was fine. It was fine. It's playable. It's just if I don't play, up, if I don't bend the strings, all the up way too high.
Right.
If I just don't bend some of those, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. But it needs to be set up. It needs, it probably needs to be refretted, at some point.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't want to take it to anybody I don't know. And I've heard stories. About there's shops you take, a guitar to a shop, and some shops change the parts out. They take your pickups out, they swap them, and it's like
that guitar is a collector's guitar for obvious reasons. It's the 1992, amber Music Man Eddie Van Halen model, and you want to make sure that whoever's doing the work, especially something as serious as a fret job, because that is a serious job. It's very. I don't mean it's not doable, but it's a serious job. And I've seen a lot of people mess up fret jobs. I've seen a lot of my friends over the years take their guitars to a place for a fret job or for a refret, and they get it back and they hate it. It's like, oh, they screwed it up. You really got to know what you're doing if you're going to do a refret. I know a couple of luthiers around my area that I trust them to do them to mine. But if you don't know what you're doing, I totally agree with Johnny. Or if you don't know anyone that you feel comfortable knows what they're doing, you really, because that guitar is just kick ass, man. I mean, that's the real deal right there.
Yeah.
I would just play it until literally, you have to refret it,
Really. Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But it's like, I don't gig with the guitar.
Right.
Although I did play a gig with it probably a couple of years ago. Was it 2 years ago? Maybe. There's footage on the channel here of me playing that guitar live from a couple of years ago. And if it ever does need to be refretted or something major to it, there actually is like one person that I do know personally that I would be totally comfortable sending the guitar to and having them do it.
Right.
I'm not going to name any names on here, but there actually is somebody that I do know personally that I would send that to, and it'd be no big deal.
Yeah.
So that's what I would probably do at some point. But for now, it's fine the way it is. And it's not.
It's missing one thing, though.
What, those stickers?
The stickers I sent you like 8 months ago.
You sent me this. Yeah, I have them right here. I have them right here.
Yeah, I know.
I just maybe one of these days, on one of these, we can actually
there we go.
do it live. We don't have time now because I should probably bounce in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta run too. I gotta go do a few things. But whatever. Take your time. But
yeah, we'll do that.
That'd be kind of a fun show.
Another one of these morning streams. We'll do that. And if you guys want to see me playing that guitar last week, there'll be a card over there as well in playback.
Hold on a second. Oh, we got a fire. Not me. It's another department. So. What's your main go-to guitar now, Johnny? That Wolfgang, the new Wolfgang, the one you've been playing?
The David Ennis
Yeah,
Wolfgang, yeah. That's
that's
what I
cool.
used for those tracks. For those tracks
Yeah,
for that film. That's all
yeah,
I used. That's all I used, and it was perfect. So
that's a great
David
guitar.
Ennis, thank you again so much, man. Um,
Before
yeah,
you bounce, Johnny, would you just? I know I've seen it before, but I always love checking it out, and I'm sure a couple of people, at least in the chat today, watching the show, may not have seen it. Can you just show that Music Man real quick? Show the neck, like the wear marks on the neck. It is so cool. I never get tired of looking at that. Because the reason I'm asking Johnny to do that is because this guitar has not been relicked like a lot of us do to our guitars. You know, we relic them. I mean, it's total from just being played all these
it's
years.
yeah. I'm gonna turn my camera off real quick. Yeah, it's from actually playing the guitar for 27 years.
Yeah.
And here, I'll stand up. I gotta stand up doing this. Okay. There we go.
Oh, I love that guitar.
Oh man. Here, let me present. Yeah, I love it too. But yeah, this is my 1992 Ernie Ball Music Man. I got this guitar brand new in
Guitar
1990.
Center?
Yeah, Guitar Center. Yeah, yeah, and all the wear, all the dings and everything is from playing the guitar live. You know.
You know, that guitar is almost like Eddie's original Music Man because Eddie started playing his around 91, 92. And, you know, it's very similar to like Eddie's with the wear and on the neck and everything, his original amber one. Look at that. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look.
Yeah, look at the headstock versus the neck. It looks like
Yeah,
a rosewood. Looks like a rosewood neck with a maple headstock.
that was all the same color originally.
Yeah.
That was all the same color. I know, man.
Yeah, look at that.
And I have cleaned the neck before. I have cleaned it, but
That's
that's
so awesome.
it needs to be cleaned again.
That's basically what the 5150 looked like before they cleaned it. It looked like that.
Yeah, and you can
That's
see fret wear.
yeah, but that's still playable though. That's playable. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a couple little. Oh yeah, I see that. You know, Johnny, you could probably. I mean, it probably does need a full refret, but eventually, but you could probably have those frets dressed, and it would buy some life off. I mean, just having them dressed probably would be better than nothing, and you could still get away with playing it for a while before you did a full refret. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, we'll do
That's
this.
awesome with it. It's got 1.5 on it.
It's got half a 5. Which I dig. I like it. And it's got my old stickers from years ago.
See, the stickers that Johnny has on or had on his Music Man with a 5, that was the original. A lot of people. This is a good question. This question comes up a lot. People say, "Hey, I saw pictures of Eddie's original Music Man back in '93, and the 5150 decals were wearing off. Why were they all scratched off? But then I saw pictures of it in '94, '95 for balance, and they were like brand new. What did they do?" Well, the stickers that probably the same thing what Johnny has on that one. The stickers that Eddie had on the Music Man, the 5150 stickers in 90, it was like end of 92, beginning of 93. No, it was actually 92. He put the 5150 stickers on. They were actually like it's one of those things where you put the sticker on in like a piece of paper, then pull the paper off, and it leaves like like an adhesive on there, like a sticker adhesive. It wasn't a vinyl sticker like the ones that we use now, and the ones that Eddie used in '94 is different. So that's why. Hang on a sec, guys.
Are you still there? Is he frozen? He's frozen again. I was gonna show some. He was talking about decals. I was gonna show some decals that I have, but I can't find them. Got some cool pics though. Oh yeah, he's gone. These are really cool. Actually, I'm gonna keep that out. I can actually use that. All right. Well, since he's gone, I actually have to be somewhere in about half an hour, so I got to get out of here. So I'm gonna say goodbye for Rob. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much. Leave a thumbs up on your way out. Hey Zach, we're just getting out of here. Thumbs up. Subscribe. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Friday. Friday night. We'll see you guys. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. And then, yeah, there you are, man. I was just telling them I'm gonna bounce because I gotta be somewhere in half an hour.
Yep, no problem. I got a call, guys, so I got bounced out again. But yeah, I probably got to go. Thanks for showing that guitar, Johnny. Appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course, man, of course.
But,
and tell them we'll see everybody Friday night, and then Saturday night, and then next week.
Sounds good. Thanks for everybody for jumping in. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
We don't have any questions here, do we? Anything? Probably anybody in? Oh, yeah, everybody's good. Hi and bye. Cool. Yeah. No, thanks, Johnny. Thanks for doing the show. Definitely, it was fun.
Yeah.
And you guys got to hear some of my calls. I did actually. Good thing I didn't get called out. We could have went live like cops, you know.
Yeah. Oh, next time.
Next time.
Next time we'll do that.
But,
see ya, Hugh, Dog Paw, David Ennis.
Take care, David. Take care, everybody.
Everybody, thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Joe Hervey, I'll get you those pics. I got your address right here. I'll get to that. I can do that later today because I got to go by the post office anyway, since I was out of town yesterday. Fruitcake Tony. All right, I got to go. I really got to go. All right. See you guys later.
Bye,
Rob,
guys.
See ya.
All right, Johnny, I'll text you later. Have a good one. Thanks, guys.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Johnny Beane TV. Bye.